Toshioke, you are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome. You are welcome to join us. You are welcome. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. Today is the Liberian Independence Day, and after my introduction, we're going to go ahead and play the Liberian national anthem before we go into our broadcast for today. You're welcome. You're welcome. Bear with us. Bear with us. Bear with us, please. Bear with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. 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 Are we live on all platforms? We are live on all platforms. We are live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you guys to join us today on our podcast. I'm your host, Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. With me is my wingman, Pastor John Atta. We'll go ahead and start our introductory by celebrating our one and only country that we have, Liberia, and the continent of Africa. We are on live. Don't worry about it. We are live. We are live. We are live. All right. We had a little bit of technicality. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman. Today with me in studio is my partner, Pastor John Atta. Welcome, our friends and family. Technical problem in studio, sure, but we'll do everything we can to be able to correct it and make things work out. Dr. Anita Shoke, you are welcome in studio with us all the way from New York City. We welcome you and we extend our gratitude, our thanks and appreciation in joining this platform today, being the Independence Day of the Republic of Liberia. We are going to be having a little bit of discussion in reference to education in our community and education in our society today. Dr. Anita, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. We welcome you in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is your son, Dan Nagamba, the son of Africa, and I'm here with my wingman, Pastor John. How was your Sunday?
It's a wonderful and busy Sunday. Welcome everyone that is connected all over the world, wherever you are. Please go ahead, share with your family, friends, invite them, let them join as we learn more today.
Yes. Beautiful thing. Dr. Shoke, we welcome you. It's a privilege to have someone of your caliber in studio with us today, and we're gonna give you the opportunity and the time to do the honor and basically reintroduce yourself by way of telling us, how far your career have brought you. And I believe I did receive a correspondence from one of our colleagues in reference to your speech at the UN and all the good things that you do for our people in the East Coast. So, Dr. Shoke, you are welcome. You are welcome. We'll give you 1 minute to deliberate on your profession and who you are. And I believe you also have a nonprofit agency going on here in the States and in Liberia as well. We welcome you. Thank you.
Again, I said thanks for having me. I'm Dr. Anita Famata Shioke. I have a PhD in educational leadership. I have been working with young people for almost all my life, especially in the New York City area, where I work for the New York City Department of Education, the largest school district in the United States. Very diverse. We have students from all over the globe. I always been in the background to assist, especially young Black girls, and I make that plain today, to excel to the highest potential. Because, like my father told me, if you don't pursue higher education, you will be a doormat to men. And I encourage them not to pursue that route. So this is what I'm happy to be here to shed light on your educational concerns. I am an expert in the field of education, having, defended a successful dissertation. So I'm open to your questions.
That's good. We welcome you. It's a good thing that you are able to join us today in studio. We appreciate your time and effort. You could be somewhere enjoying yourself, celebrating with your people on this Independent Day, but here you are with us in studio today. It's an advantage. What do you think?
Yeah. And thank you for making time to be here and to share your knowledge, your experiences, and everything with us. And we hope we'll learn a lot, we'll pay attention, and we'll put it into work today. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you are in TV land, if you are on WhatsApp, if you are on TikTok, if you are on YouTube, X, Twitter, whichever platform you are on. Share our platform, share our platform, share our platform. We have a great guest with us today, Dr. Anita Shioke. We welcome you. We welcome you. Welcome you. Welcome you.
Thank
It's
you, thank you, thank you.
it's a great thing to have you in studio today. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move on right away. Dive right into our discussion today, which is education.
Yeah.
You know, the last time we have someone here speaking about education, it was a doctor as well, right?
Yeah.
You remember?
I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have been blessed. We've been having some great men and women that are sharing their knowledge, educating the society. So
that's a good thing for our community. I'm going to go ahead and dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman. We welcome you. We welcome you. Welcome you to join us on all platforms that we are live on, and we appreciate your time joining us this Sunday. Dr. Shioke, we're going to move ahead with our educational questions that we have here for you, tailored towards education, and we're going to dive deep into it today. The first question we have for you here today is access and opportunity. Access and opportunity is something in which Black people in this country, Black African Americans and Afro Americans, have fallen short of in most of the educational process and procedure. Our first question here to you states that in what way does the U.S. educational system provide valuable pathway for social and economical mobility for Black students?
Well, as we're aware, this is a systemic issue. Most Black communities are disenfranchised. They don't have the opportunity to advance. And this is where good grades, as an educator, I will advise all students, good grades are very important, because with good grades come better opportunities to get into Ivy League colleges and universities. And also with that, give you the opportunity to higher income, better jobs, and then that will uplift you. I have a lot of my students that were opportune to have gone to Ivy League universities. They'll tell me, Miss, I can't wait, Dr. C, they call me Dr. C, to get out of this era. I won't name the era, and and I want to get a home and move my parents out of here and whatever. So good grades help. And then how does the good grades help? Eh, um, if you and the other supplemental education assistance also, like they have various programs, like the tutoring programs. And so for example, if you a student struggling, there are ways for you to get assistance. For example, if you have a problem in math, that most students will say, oh, I don't like math. It's not that they don't like it, it's just because they find it difficult. And I try to encourage them and say it's only numbers. Okay, it's just numbers. You can do it. So good grades help. That's one of the things. But because just imagine other affluent neighborhoods, you have children, you have students that's in the Caucasian areas. You have people paying higher property taxes. So if you pay higher property taxes, you of course, the school districts in those areas will be much better compared to those that are not paying the higher property taxes. So I will encourage the students, because we know this whole thing is shaped by systemic gap. Most Black people make far less than, in terms of income, far less than our Caucasian counterparts. And so, but if you encourage the child to excel, and the opportunities are there, for example, within the school setting during the day, and the child has to be in school to get that help. You can't be out of school. Like I tell most students, the credits, because in the United States it goes by credits. In other countries go by letter grade. So I tell them the credits is only where you find the teachers, and that will be in the classroom. That also has to do with attendance, and sometimes it's very difficult because you have a single parent household, and and the other parent is not available. So that single parent cannot discipline the child at the same time, try to nurture the child or tell them, you have to study, you have to do whatever. Some people are successful at that. A lot of single parents, but some are not. So what happens to those that are not? So this is one of the pathway I would say would be, and seeking higher education. After you make your good grades, you get scholarships, and maybe you can get to. I had one of my students that went to Harvard. She didn't have to pay her parents; they didn't pay anything, and now she's at Wall Street. That would not have been possible, if not through good grades. So that would be my answer to that question.
That's good. That's good. That's good. We appreciate it. We appreciate the feedback. There is something that keep repeating itself when it comes to educational disparities.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
She
yeah.
touched base on many things
Yes,
that we have
yes,
always talk about,
yes. You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Like
We-
parents' responsibility.
Parents' responsibility.
And
Property tax.
property tax,
Property
how it affects school,
how it affects the school.
the choices of the schools.
Yes,
You know.
yes.
So
It's something in which we as a community have to look into
exactly.
and probably figure out a way in and around it, or we just go through it, because in this 21st century, I don't see the need of the Black community saying that we cannot do this or we cannot do this, or we are limited to this or we are limited to that. I don't see the need for that, because our days of giving excuse, I would say, is long gone.
That's
because
right.
Equality is something in which we have to fight for.
That's
You
correct.
understand? The people on the other side of the fence does not have concrete brain, and we have mud brain. You understand?
Yeah.
We all have the same brain, the same system.
Yeah.
And if you push it down to the bottom of the whole thing and make sure that you rationalize the equality thing, we are way ahead. We got good students, we got smart students, we got Ivy League students, we got intellects in our society, we got savants in our society, we got doctors, we got geniuses in our society.
Correct.
So we shouldn't have any excuse to say, "Oh, it's sometimes bother me." But these systemic issues, and that keep repeating themselves, as something in which I would say we need to look into. Yes.
But we have to take responsibilities too, Yeah, we know the systemic problems exist. It's been there for centuries. But we have a responsibility to ourselves. Like you said, we are not dummies. We're very bright. Yeah, but how do we go about it? And we have to make sure we are able to compete, work hard,
Yes.
study hard. I mean, we have a Supreme Court justice who, you know, and we have other successful people, but everybody, like I said, cannot be the Oprah, cannot be the Michael Jordan, cannot be the Michael Jackson. So for those who can be, you have your brains, then you divert it into a more positive way and achieve higher education. Like I started from the University of Liberia with a bachelor in business administration. I came to the United States. I started going to classes, business, and I'm like, this thing is not challenging enough. And then I decided, I said, you know what, I'm going to go to psychology. And then I saw the master's in psychology. I was like, okay. And then what do I do with this? It's not really needed because I had intention of returning home before the outbreak of the Civil War. I said, but this is not really needed. But then come to find out it is really needed, And then I went into social work and then went into education, acquired about 3 master's degree. And I said, so why do all these? I got a tablet with an icing, and the icing was a PhD. So you can work hard, you can do it. And I'm telling you, I was a full-time wife, or full-time mother, and full-time employee, and we're doing all those things. You see, so people can do it, but we have to work and leave the excuses. Too many excuses. Oh, I can't do this and this and that and whatever. You're not going to get anywhere with the excuses. You have to go past them.
Yeah.
Thank you for adding that to what our people need to hear.
Yeah.
Too much excuses. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
Excuses, because may the fact be the facts. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
We know we are bringing something to the platform to be able to introduce people to a new dimension,
Yeah.
a way forward.
Mhm.
You know, but we cannot be introducing something great to the platform for a new dimension and a way forward, and you give me an excuse. You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, I cannot go to school this quarter.
I'm working full time
because I'm working full time. You know, the days of buying that is over. Dr. Joker, thanks for that. We appreciate it. You just killed two birds with one stone. We are going to move ahead straight to question number 3. Question number 3 says roles of the HBCU. HBCU. This organization been in place for a very, very long time.
Mhm.
Now, the question here is this: what unique educational cultural advantages do historical Black colleges and universities, especially the HBCU, offer compared to predominant white institutions? HBCU.
Okay, historical Black colleges and universities.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The cultural advantages. First of all, you're going to get into an institution, especially with African American youth or Black youth, so to speak. You're going to get into an institution, you find a lot of people that look like you, that you can relate to, that you can resonate with. People
Yes.
that are looking forward to being somebody, looking forward to become meaningful and significant contributor to society. So it's a positive thing. I mean, I understand, and you learn more about your culture, your identity, and who you are. You know that you're coming from the background of kings and queens. There's no deception to this. This is facts. It's proven. It's written. It's documented.
Education.
You see, okay, and that will give you a form of self worth. That, oh yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know there's something way you didn't hear in the all Caucasian school. You go into
Yeah.
all Caucasian school, it's gonna be isolated. You don't feel you fit. There are not many Black students that look like you. Like I was reading something about the social justice Katanji Brown, who said that she was lonely. Many times she felt lonely. You feel all the place. So the historical Black colleges are there to encourage, uplift you and give you that self worth that you never thought you had and you never thought you was. Because with that, then of course, if I feel good about myself, everything else is possible. I can want to be, I could accept to be an astronaut. I could accept to be a medical doctor. We're very smart people. Look at culturally, look back. I tell somebody young, African American student, I said, "What do you think you are? You hanging in the stairwells? You think you don't? You think you're going to be in the stairwells forever? Tell me one teacher that is in the stairwells that you're going to get credit from, and all credits are where?" And they say, "Oh yeah, miss, you're right in the classroom." So historical Black colleges, I'm happy that they have them in this country, because if you go to school in Liberia, you're gonna find everybody that looking just like you, or Nigeria or other, African countries. So that would be my take on that.
Thank you for your update. You heard what she said.
Yeah.
About the historical Black colleges.
Mhm.
But the thing is, they've been around for a while.
Yeah.
They have produced, Ivy League students.
Mhm.
Historical Black colleges have produced, doctors, physicians, physicists, the whole 9 yards.
Mhm.
But my thing is, don't you think they need to do more?
I think so, but the thing is, the new generation are not ready to go far with education. The way people were passionate about the education, this new generation is not. Everybody just trying to get there. Most of people, young people today, their goal is high school education. That's it. And the majority that will try is bachelor, and that's it.
But that's why I come in. I said, don't you think the HBCU need to do more in reference to influencing the kids living from high school to enable them continue their education, to give them a level playing field? Because if they don't, Dr. Shoke, you can cut us off anytime and come right in, because this thing is an issue in our community. It's an issue in the society. The child go to school and come out of school and go to a community college. The parents are happy with it. They are satisfied with it. But the thing is, how can we influence the children? How can we influence our youth to tell them that high school diploma will not cut it? You need your doctorate. You need your BSc. You need your masters.
Oh, as she mentioned earlier, before the entire discussion.
Yeah.
As a parent, we also have our part to play in this by educating or informing our child, our kid, about what we have out there.
Yes.
Okay. We should not just be satisfied with their decision alone. We have many options that we can present to them and show them how far they can go in their education.
Yes.
It's not that the offer is not out there. The offer is there. The opportunities are there.
Yes.
But the question is how the youth are willing to go.
Yes.
How
And can I interject, if you don't mind? Can I interject?
Yes.
Stand back.
Can I interject?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, yes.
We need to say it plain, because this has been a problem.
Yeah.
We need to have the fathers back in their homes.
Okay.
Most of our Black fathers,
Yeah.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, it's very, very true, because a lot of the students are having problems, don't have fathers in the homes. And the mother is a nurturer. How can she maintain, cutting you when you have pains, you don't feel well, at the same time try to take out a bed just to scare you that you have to do your homework. But if the father is in the home, you know what? Two people have children. It's not just one person. So the two are supposed to raise them equally so. And men, and we should start giving the Black men too many slacks, like excuses. Here comes again the excuse. Oh, this and that. Oh, I couldn't make it with her. And well, you saw her before you like her. Now you have the children, make it work. End of story. Make it work for the betterment of your children, so you'll be proud tomorrow. Most of the children that, I'm not saying it's not happening with children that, raised in single family homes, but you see a better output when the two parents are involved. They work along with the school, right? They work along with the administration. They work along with the teacher. They attend parent-teacher meetings and all those kind of things. They involve. They make phone calls. They send emails and all that. But when the parent is the mother, she's alone. She works maybe 2-3 jobs to provide, shelter for the children. At the end of the day, she's exhausted. Come on now, put this into reality. She is exhausted. She can't do it all. And then the children go astray. How many times in New York City, I remember back in the day, we used to have paddy wagons picking up children. Picking up children from the streets for not going to school. We have paddy wagons, police officer, getting children to get them to go to school. And when you found out, most of them on the list were kids that were not, I can't say fatherless, but fathers were absent from the household. So this is what we have to look at. This is a systemic problem within the Black community, and we have to address it.
It's true. It is true.
And talking about that, when you see, sorry for putting this word, but when you see the Black community celebrating high school graduation, it's like it's the end of the road.
Exactly.
Compared to the white community. The few graduations that I have assisted, seeing the Black community acting and celebrating, I ask myself, is it high school graduation or is the end of the road? Because of our mentality. So first of all, we have to renew our mind so we know how we present things to our kids. I'm not saying we're not supposed to celebrate high school graduation.
Yes.
Celebrate it. But don't make it look to the child like
this is where
that's the end. No. That's the greatest achievement. No, that's just the beginning.
Exactly.
Like, that's just the beginning. Now you have your high school diploma. Now you have to make a choice that will determine your life, your future, your outcome. So it's more critical. Instead of spending that same day, they will celebrate. They will schedule another day for high school graduation celebration. And after that, there is no plan for school, college, nothing. The kid is left on his own.
That's a wrong
make
message.
A choice about what they want to do. I'm going to nursing. I'm going to this, and they don't follow up.
Sure. It's a wrong message to the children, because they feel that they have accomplished a lot, because they look at the parents going crazy celebrating.
Exactly.
And, like there's nothing else to do. Cottage is next door. You know, I'm saying children have to work hard. We as parents have to be on top of them. They have to do the work, and we have to be more involved in the school.
Yes.
We have to call up teachers. Don't wait till last minute and come to find out if my child is going to graduate or not. Where you been? We've been here since September. This is May. For crying out loud. This is May. We've been here since September. You kidding me? And you want to find out now what happened to all the parent-teacher conferences, all the emails and all the letters the guidance counselor been sending to your house? What happened? We have to be more involved as Black parents. You know, you can't do the same old thing and expect a different result. Come on. We have to change it around.
Say it again. You can't do the old thing, the same old thing. And expand a different result.
It's a issue. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman, and that's the reason why we bring our folks on here to enable them deliberate on the issue at home and the issue in the street and the issue in our community. It is now being dissected and digested that the problem is systemic, and it's systemic within. And when I say systemic within, it doesn't mean that we do not know what's going on. You know, saying in every Black community, we know exactly what's going on. We know what the situation is. We know what the system is. Now, with the Black community, we have to take up the responsibility in our community and in our culture to say, if a Black man fall into a relationship, you know, it goes back to when we brought the mothers in and were discussing marriage.
Yes, I remember. Pastor and
the lady. You know, this thing keep coming up over and over and over and over. Why are Black men not being able to stay home with the relationship they started, having 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kid, and all of a sudden they're out in the street? Those kids, who gonna raise them? You understand?
Exactly.
Who's gonna take the responsibility of parenthood? You understand? Black men need to stand up. They need to stand up and put their chest up and take the full responsibility.
You know, we will have to open a special edition for that.
We need to do that,
because I don't think it's like the Black man doesn't want to be they don't want to be at home. It's a lot of whole problem, and that one will need another special edition.
What I'm saying, there is a hidden topic, or there is a hidden thing that is driving Black men out of their homes.
No, the thing is, many of the kids that are born today, excuse me, but they are not born out of marriage. You know, they are not born out of marriage.
They are born in marriage.
They are born out of marriage, actually. They are not born in marriage. So so it's hard for them to live together and even to raise the child together.
So it goes back to what you were saying, you know, the responsibility of a Black man. And a Black adolescent, you know, from 18-year-old up, you know what I'm saying? You have to take the responsibility of knowing you cannot have a child if you cannot be responsible for the child. You understand? You cannot get married to a girl if you cannot be responsible for your home. You understand? Wedding is not a flashbang, you know, where you just put the matches on, it blew up,
and then leave everything up to the woman
celebrate.
To do.
No, it's not.
I think we'll open a special edition for this.
I have to put an audience out there and see if I can bring in one a Black man who have gone through divorce, and left his family and ran away.
Yeah.
And now we're bringing somebody else who is with the family and is struggling to make sure that they maintain that family. And let's dissect this whole thing because we need to know.
Yeah.
We need to know. It's becoming it's becoming an issue. It is a grave issue in the Black community.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all. With us today, we have no other person but the Honorable Dr. Shioke with us today.
Yeah.
We will go deeper. We'll go deeper. Dr. Shioke, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in.
My pleasure, as always.
We appreciate your time here with us. We're going to move on to our next question here, which will be number 5. And on this number 5, I think we're going to hit it from all angles. My question here to you is the discipline gap. The discipline gap. What factor contributes to high rate of disciplinary action, suspensions, expulsion? I don't even want to read the question anymore because I already know the answer.
And what the law? Oh my goodness!
Go ahead.
Suspension, expulsion.
Among Black students, and what are the long-term consequences?
Well, we know what the long-term consequences are. Imprisonment. That's it.
Straight to the facts. Imprisonment.
That's it.
Yes.
And you know what? We'll come right back to it again. The men, the black fathers are not being held accountable. They're not in the homes. Even if you're not with the mother, get your kids on vacation. You know, come for them after, during the weekend. Be involved. So the mother can pick up the phone and say, oh, guess what? Do you know today John didn't do his assignment and the teacher called you? You know, I had a friend from Sierra Leone who told me one time that a half a man is better than no man at all. Just the presence of a man being out.
Say that again. Dr. Shioke, we didn't get that.
Yes.
Dr. Shioke, we did not get that. Slow down and say that for our audience.
Slow down, okay. She said a half a man is better than no man at all. And I'm like, what do you mean half a man? So just to make sure his presence is being felt, the children will learn to be in order, because all he's not going to be whipping them. It's not what I'm trying to say. But just touching his belt, his waist, they know they got to straighten up, and then he said, listen, what did your mother tell you? Did you do your homework? Was she then nurturing? Let's say, for common example, you sitting out with your wife, a nice, beautiful evening, children running up and down on the bike, one of them fall. Where do you think they're going to run to? They're going to run to the wife. That's not your area. That's not your place. They're not coming to you. So they're going to her to nurture, to maybe wipe the little spot, maybe soften a little bit, and then they're going to, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come, then she's going to tell him, did you do what you're going to change her voice now to masculine? The masculinity now will arise. Did you do your homework? You will be like, Mommy, stop that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not serious. They tell you, it's not that serious. That's what they will tell you. But if the father say, did you do your homework? It's done.
Yeah.
So the importance of males being in the household is very significant.
Yes, thank you.
This is what it is.
Well,
thank you.
I think every question is coming back to the same answer. There is a foundation issue.
Correct. Exactly.
There is a foundation issue. It's like right now we are trying to cut the tree on top, forgetting about the roots. So all the issues that we are seeing today have a root cause, and most of the questions are leading us back to the family, to our home, to ourselves.
Correct.
There's no one to blame out there. And you remember when we talked with Dr. I forgot his name, that was here.
Dr. Johnson from Sinclair State.
Yes. And it was the same issue. Yeah.
Same issue.
Thank you.
It is sad. It is sad that we as a society or we as a community have found ourselves in such a loop.
Yeah.
You understand? It is very sad.
The thing is, we don't find the issue with ourselves. We point finger.
Exactly. It's everybody else's fault.
We are busy pointing finger, forgetting that we are our own issue.
Correct.
You know, so what did we forget? When we point one fingers, 4 of them come back to us. So I think it's time that as a Black people, we start doing in work. We start working in ourselves first.
Let's start from our living room.
Yeah, because the way we present ourselves is the way people are treating us. So,
And I think, you know, the church, the Black churches have a role to play in this. You know, they should start looking at it.
You did not just go there.
Wow.
You did not just go there.
Or the mosque.
Sorry, hit on it, and
Yes.
elaborate it more.
Yes.
And the mosque,
We'll let you go ahead with that.
All those
religious
areas, they have.
Ahead. The floor yours.
All the religious areas, organizations, they have something to do with it. Your Black religious organization, like the churches. You know,
Yes.
you standing up there, you see the single mother come every day. You have to ask, where the father get involved? Bring the young man in for a discussion, at least, you know. Because right now you become a spiritual father to all the single children.
Yeah.
As a pastor or, you know, priest or whoever. And then we can start from that, you know, and see how best you'd be surprised to know how many fences, you know, you can mend, so to speak, by intervening.
Yeah.
So I think we should look at that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with some of the
We
boys,
should
the
look
young
at all
boys,
those things because churches also have a role to play in this.
of course.
Yeah.
And visit the homes, visit some of the schools with the young boys. Call the young boys to meeting and talk to them, find out what the problem is. They'll tell you a lot. They can tell us how much for you. They'll tell you a lot. The pastors and the imams, you know, they got a role to play here too. Come on. Not just the educators. The imam, the pastor, they have a role to play.
Wow. But you know that some mothers can even be attending churches without their child. The child will be at home and they go to church.
So you ask, in the church, they got social workers by profession. In the church, you get involved. Because we are our, according to the Holy Scriptures, we are our brother's keeper. So if you're in the church and those people are your flocks, you should inquire about everybody that coming through those doors. It should be your responsibility as a social worker, establish some department of counseling or mental health, you know, or something to get involved with the people that come into your church. You got some widows there, you know, people don't have no children, you know, they don't have any children, they need all those things. Not just preach the word, get in the car with your family and go home. No, that's not it. The problem is not being solved.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Shoke. I think you are rattling the beehive, and a lot of people are calling in, and they want to contribute because we are talking about our children and we are talking about our future, and a lot of people are calling in, and I believe what time is it right now?
Give them opportunity.
I will, because this program is still out for Dr. Shoke and Shoke alone.
Okay.
Dr. Shoke, will you be able to release at least 5 minutes at the end of this podcast to be able to entertain 1 or 2 question and answer?
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
We'll move on right away without wasting time with the next question.
Yes.
So we can
have time
for people to ask questions.
Yes.
And our next question is advanced programs access, right? What barriers prevent equitable enrollment of Black students in advanced placements, gifted and honors programs?
The barriers will be low grades.
What are the barriers? What's stopping us not to get involved?
What's stopping us? The same thing. You know, low grades. If your grades are low, if your grades are low,
right at the beginning.
If your grades are low, you will not be able to enter those advanced placements. You know why? You'll be setting the child up for failure and for more frustration. And then he doesn't want to come to school. And, you know, so that would be the main issue. And we'll go all the way back again. Do your homework. Study your lesson, pass all classes, stop hanging in the stairways, stop missing school, and all this kind of stuff. So we have to be on top of it from kindergarten or preschool. We should start putting that down from
We
preschool.
appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and go with our next question.
Legislation, affirmative actions. So, how are recent legal and policy changes surrounding college admissions affecting higher education opportunities for Black applicants?
Well, where we find where we find ourselves now is even what they call affirmative action that has been banned. All right,
Mm,
we have some schools. They call them specialized high school in New York City. It's part of the New York City public schools. Students, they are very advanced schools. Students from there, if you visit those schools, you will see a lot of people that have won the Nobel Prize. You will find all of them in science and everything. They listed in the very front. So the students that take the placement test to those schools, because you have to take the placement test in order to be enrolled, you pass them, and then they get into like a accelerated program. They have different AP classes, different languages, and those children are bound for what? They are bound for Ivy Leagues. And if you are bound for Ivy League, what happens next? Excellent jobs opportunity, and you can be able to live a better, decent life, become part of the American dream. You live in a higher tax income bracket. You will not be living where you lived before. For example, if I live in a neighborhood where they pay the annual tax is like 10,000, and then another neighborhood across the street with 50,000 or maybe 35,000. How you think the school district, the two areas are going to look like? Right? All the money, the taxes will be going to the one in the higher tax income bracket. And the school
yes.
district that will be good, will be much better than the lower tax income bracket. And what you find most of the time in the
Sure.
lower tax income bracket area, so-called minorities, the blacks and the Latinos. You see? So this is it again. We have to push academics, academics, academics. There's no two ways to
Dynamics.
it.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
We
Thanks a
cannot we
lot.
cannot do we cannot do brain surgery and put a book in your head. Then every day we have to do surgery and take out the book for science, put the math book and all that. We can't do that. So what we have to do, we have to encourage them,
Mm,
push them, keep
yes.
pushing, keep pushing.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true. Gentlemen, welcome you all to our platform. Welcome you all to our platform. Today we have with us no other than the Honorable Dr. Anita Shioke,
Yes.
all the way from New York
New
City.
York
She
City.
been there,
Yep.
she done that, and she know the ins and outs of what it takes to get there. She
Yes.
know the in and out, and she have seen it all
Mm.
as an educational professional. We're going to move ahead to our next question right now. Our next question is support and network mentorship.
Mhm.
Support and network mentorship. What advantages does community led education initiatives and mentorship program bring to supplementing public education? Is there any?
Yes, okay. Most of the time in those different communities, especially minority, so-called minority communities, you have some prominent members, people that will contribute their time to mentor to students.
Mhm.
Help them with homework. Some of the students were all fathers. You have prominent members of society. Will come there and not really take the role of a father, but mentor to the students. Some of them take them out like on weekend with the family, to go out to eat. Give that child the love that they don't have at home. For the
Mhm.
mother, the single parent, they can't afford it, and mentor the child with homework assistance, you know, take them on sightseeing. I tell you a story, it's very sad, but I will be very quick about it. Back in the day when I used to be in the classroom, when the children return from vacation, especially the summer vacation, you always want to give them a project. Tell me how was your vacation? Yeah, right. How want the kids? tell me one time, Miss, I can't write anything. I said, what do you mean? He said, because I just went to the corner store and went to grandma's house. Is that what you want me to write about? I don't know what. You see, children, we need to take the children out, adventurous opportunity. Take them to places where they can see, because when you see those things, then you have something to write about and to talk about. You know, I'm not saying take them to the opera where it costs you over $1,000 or so for a ticket, or a Broadway play or something of entertainment. You know, or so, so we can have community people in the community, like some of our retirees, you know, come with the after school. They say on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we will do it after school homework. You come here, the school is over. On weekends, I give my time, something to that effect, you know, because don't forget now there's an old African proverb, and it states, it
Yeah.
takes a village to raise a child. And you know why?
Yes.
The whole village, the community is the village. Now, and
Mm.
once the children are here, you bring them forth. You cannot return them, because the reason everybody has to be involved, because they cannot return the child. How you going to return? You have
Mm.
receipt to say, oh God, yeah. No, you're not going to do that. So because of that, everybody everybody has to come together as one family and put hands
Yes.
around that child and help that child. If the child got problems or whatever, and then we also have, you know, some mental health assistance. Maybe there's some other underlying issues. Like, you know, one thing about the American system, and I admire so much, and we don't have that in Africa, at least not where I went to school or where I grew up or was born. But when the mother is expecting and she visits her doctor regularly, the doctor wants to know the family history. If there's anybody there having any kind of issue, whether it be a medical or mental. Okay, if the child, if there's something like that, then the doctor recommends amniocentesis. That's the fluid in the amniotic sac. I'm not a medical person, so it may not be in alignment with how it's pronounced. And then they do the examination. They see this child will be, you know, A, B, and C, or will not be. Then they start working. They call, when the child is born, they call it early intervention. You see, because what you have to realize, children with disability become adults with disability if they're not addressed properly. And those children can't succeed. I had a student that, guess what? I'm not going to say her name, but she went to Hunter and got a PhD. Are you still at
Wow.
Hunter College? Yeah, in social work. So when it's caught early, it's, you know, instead of pushing it aside and say you can, yes you can. What about Albert Einstein? Do we remember his story, academic history?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
Oh yes. 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 Einstein. Einstein. The great Einstein.
the
Yeah.
great
Yeah.
Einstein, tell me about it.
Yeah. 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 Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the journey of the legendary gentleman. We are with no other person but Dr. Anita Chioke, and the studio is warming up, and time flies. Time flies. We're gonna have to meet with our executive and have meeting. We're gonna adjust our time because the time is too short for us to unload what we have for our people.
Yeah.
You know, even if we have to add 30 minutes to it, I think we should do that.
Yeah.
You know, an hour, 30 minutes for podcast,
Yeah.
or probably 2 hours for podcast. Our special edition is 2 hours. But now, if you look at the time, we did not even take a break, Dr. Anita. We did not even take a break, and we're going 55 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see she put on her fan. Is you can tell that it's getting hot out there. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is no other person but your host, Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. We'll go ahead and ask just one more question, and we will go straight ahead to one of the educational professional that call us from Louisville, Kentucky, to be able to come in and chip in. I hope she's on standby by her phone, and I will call her right away once we get done with this question with Dr. Chioke, and then we all can deliberate together. We'll bring her on live. All right. Dr. Chioke, this question is the very last question for you. It's something about systemic equity. Systemic equity. Does it exist?
Well, looking at the systemic equity, we
Yeah,
know very well that from the very beginning, the so-called minorities have been, there's been a great disparity among the minorities and the Caucasians, especially in United States of America. So we know that for a fact, and
yeah.
that has always been the problem. It could be addressed, but
You are,
up to
Dr. Shuki, you
this.
are shying away from the camera a little.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
all right, all right.
We
You good?
know we are aware of the disparate treatment with the so-called minorities and Caucasian in
Yes.
this United States. Okay, so we know very well that it has never been equal. We're talking about the unemployment gap. We know that the minorities are on the rapid decline, especially now with what we're seeing before our very eyes. We're talking about um, uh, jobs opportunities. We know most of them are not. I mean, you can have the same, education, right? Maybe probably the same experience, but because of the color of your skin, you make less than the Caucasian counterpart. This this is the disparate treatment that most of us, the so-called minorities, find ourselves. So how you catch up with that, and who knows? You can look at the systemic issue to that too. Maybe that's why most men look at now and say, "Well, I can handle this thing." Otherwise, I try not making it. The wife too got, get angry and can encourage him because she too got to stress out. And so you look at the story. This is why most women are having children late. The infertility program in this country is booming. You know why? They're freezing the eggs, and guess what? They're going to school achieving higher education because tomorrow they want to make sure they can make it. In fact, most black women are, at the top now of the academic ladder. I went to a graduation the other day in New York City, and the president of the college, a short little black woman, short. I don't want to describe myself, but almost like a little little Mitchell, but very brilliant. You see, and my understanding, she has one child. So what time you pursue higher education and have a whole hospital of children? You can't do it. It's not possible. Something had to give up. So this is where we find ourselves. And like I said from the very beginning, we cannot be blaming everybody else to come to our rescue. We can't. We have to start. The communities come together, establish some kind of program where the retirees can help children, and other things like that. But the equality, we know it's not there. No equity is not there. It's not there, and we cannot be deceived. You understand? I know a lot of women out today, going after careers, and then what happened next? And family and whatever coming later, maybe not. But this is what it is. What you prefer. It's a choice, and most of them choose to pursue higher education. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow, wow,
I hope I have
wow.
been a
The
great
playing
help to you
field
today.
of equality.
I hope I have been of a great
Yes, of
help today.
course.
I hope so.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. It's a excellent interview, and it's a excellent contribution. And I see my co-host looking at me and we're speaking the I language.
Yeah.
That simply means we're thinking about bringing you back on here again, because you said it like a mother, you said it like an educational professional, you said it like a wife, you said it like somebody who seeks the interest of the country.
Yes.
So with these four, how to call it, the way in which you presented your deliberation,
Mhm.
we need you here more.
Yeah.
We need you here more, because some people will come on here, they will shy away, the status quo. They will not try to hurt the parents' feeling. They will not try to hurt the children' feeling,
Yeah.
and
But then how
then they
you
will
fix
not
it?
try to hurt the system.
So how you fix it if you're gonna be not hurting? They already hurt.
Yes.
You gotta fix it.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes. That's true. That's true. That's true. We thank you for your time and effort. We thank you for your time and effort. I'm going to go ahead right away straight into TV land and bring on our guest, who is making our impromptu guest appearance on our studio today. no other but Miss Teresa from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm going to call her right now and bring her on. Dr. Shoki, stand by for 1 second.
Okay.
Hello, you are live. You are live. You are live onto our system. You are live on the Journey of the Legendary Gentleman. You're calling to contribute towards the topic that have been deliberated on or discussed, and we are bringing you on live to all our guests and to all our people on our platform. All platform is live. Just to give you a heads up, would you want to reintroduce yourself, please?
Hello.
That's good. All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Stand by, Dr. Shoki. Stand by. Stand by. Dr. Shoki, can you hear Ms. Teresa? Ms. Teresa, can you speak if Dr. Shoki can hear you?
I cannot hear her.
You cannot hear Dr. Shoki?
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
She sounds very faint. You know her voice. I can't hear.
Oh, it's very loud here in the studio.
Yes, yes. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Can
Let me
you
try
tell
this.
me? We can make it easier if you
Stand
can
by.
tell me what she said. Can you tell me what she
Stand by.
said?
Stand by, Dr. Shoki. Stand by. Let's try this. Stand by.
Another way.
Teresa, are you there?
She's in there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I can hear you loud and clear. Stand by. Stand by. It's muffling my phone. This is a serious topic. All right. What about now? I can hear you, Dr. Shoki. Can you hear her?
No. I don't know. There's something.
Can you hear each other?
Hello.
All right. All right. All right. All right. No problem. We'll go ahead and state exactly what you state to her, and we'll let you deliberate. Go ahead, sis. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Yes.
The way I was raised, when as far as concerned, when I started going to school, I learned about there's 4 stages of parenting, and I felt though that the way in which I was raised, even though that's how my parents, what they knew they could do, they did what they knew. So now I'm blaming them, but I just wanted to raise my different as far as positive discipline. So I decided to take on child development. But what caught my attention when she was speaking, the speaker, about parents being at home.
Parents being at home.
Fathers being at home.
All right.
It's very important, especially for we that work in the field of early childhood. You understand?
Yeah.
Because can you imagine when it's on especially for those that have that live in a 2 household, they have shared parenting. So the other parent, with that being said, the other parents have 4 days, and the other parent have co-parenting. They have 3 days, or they have shared parenting schedule. So it's sometimes conflicting, but it's very important, even if you're not together, for you to have a better relationship if you want that child to be successful.
Correct.
And I've seen it. I encourage dads most of the time when they come pick their kids, or I try to give them positive words, say something to them positive, just to give them encouragement.
Yeah.
It's not every male that is in a child's life. So when the father is making effort to be in a child's life, the best thing you can do as a mother is to support that child and the father. So you have to disregard your feelings, you know, and put your anger aside so that you can have a better parenting, a relationship so that the child can be successful. And then
Absolutely.
also when she said that it's better to have, a meal in the house versus not having meal in the house, I agree and disagree also. I'd rather to have a healthy meal in the house that will play a positive role versus having an abusive spouse in the house and just for the need of having a male figure. Because you guess what? If you move on to another new life, you have like say you remarry and you have a blended family. If that man is really good, that man can be a male figure in our children's life versus just being there, like the Liberian way is oh, let me be with the devil I know than the angel I haven't seen. You understand?
Yes.
But the devil, if that devil is abusive, that children will grow up to always seek men who are abusive. 9 times out of 10, research will tell you that. You understand what I'm saying? But if they have a positive male figure in their life, that kids will grow up to be loving and young ladies when they grow up, they will not be, they will look for something good because they have experienced that love from childhood. That's why the first 5 years of the kid's life is very important. Like the way we leave the kids around, we leave them to our own people to watch them while we go to work. It's fine. But is that child interacting with other kids? Because that's what they learn their social skills. That's how they learn how to self-regulate. You understand? Those basic foundation is very important. You understand?
Right.
Because all the old man probably doing is give them food they eat. Then I'm probably reading books to them. Like when the child is in your belly, you can read to the child throughout until that child come outside. You understand? That child is learning from the time the child was in your stomach. You understand? They go on the bed, you reading them bedtime story. Those things are very important. You understand? So once we know the importance of early childhood, we will not have grown men here that don't know how to self-regulate. You understand? We have grown men passing around. They just don't know because they didn't have that foundation. They didn't have that skill growing up. So when they become adults now, they become a problem.
So what you into? I don't mean to cut you off, but what you head into? You are concurring with what Dr. Chioke just stated in reference to having fatherhood in the house, but you are not concurring to what she said, half a man in the house.
Well, can I address that? Can I address that? Maybe, yeah. Let me share clarity on that because I don't think that's what she meant about having an abusive man in the house. What she meant, yes, I don't think that what she meant. What she meant
Can you
was,
deliberate?
yes, what she meant was, for example, some women, have a choice. They live with a man and they have children and they're not married, but the man is still seen as a husband. So that is half because he's not fully a husband. He occupies a husband's space. But notwithstanding, he's also the father of the children. So it wasn't abuse. I as an educator, would never encourage any child, for that matter, any person to be in an abusive relationship. So I just want to clarify that for the quarter.
Thank you. Sister, we shall stand by. Go ahead.
I think, that's the same thing I wanted to say to Dr. Chioke. We are talking about a good education and the education for our children.
Yeah.
So when she mentioned men in the house or half men in the house, I don't think she's mentioning abusive father or
No.
a father who is not correct. I think we all meant good for our youth.
Yes.
Talking about good education. So she means a man responsible. And when we say man, I mean a man.
Of course.
Somebody who's abusive is not a man yet.
No, he's not.
Right. So on the good sense of a father is somebody who father a child.
Correct.
So I think that's what Dr. Chioke is talking to. is talking about, because somebody who will contribute to the education of the child, not the opposite way.
Not the opposite.
Not the opposite way.
Not the opposite
Yeah.
way.
Correct.
So this conversation is getting serious and getting deeper.
Yeah.
Sister,
So
are you there?
we are all saying the same thing. Yeah. And I love the passion for that.
Yeah. Risha, are you still there from Louisville? All right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as first, oh, what type of work and thing interesting. The only reason why I'm raising this concern because with us being in a center, we see that every day. We see back and forth. We see the relationship between co-parenting, and we see the relationship when both parents is in the house, when it's equally involved in the child's life. We
Yes.
can see it when the kids come to school.
Yes.
We can see it. You understand?
Yeah.
Most of the time, like you give them schoolwork to take home, or like you do, like you send a project home for them to do, like home, like parents engagement. In my class, I encourage parents engagement. So sometimes I will send projects home for the kids to do with their parents at home. You can see who can return it back. You can see who don't even try to do it. And when the kids come to school in the morning, when you ask them how was your weekend, and I will hear everything about their weekend. They will explain because I want them to be engaged. I want them to be fully engaged.
Yeah.
So learn that taking turns, telling me about their weekend. They're excited to, when they go places, like she mentioned, it's very important to take their kids places because while doing the summer, when the kids go visit grandma, they go to a park, they go to, out of town, like they go so many places. Because if we ask them, what did what happened during the summer, why they were for the 7 weeks, a lot of things you see they will write about everything that happened during the summer. We get to hear the family history, we get to hear where they went, we get to hear all the tea. You understand?
Yes.
Yes, because we spend over 10 to 11 hours a day with them.
Yes.
So for the 10 hours a day, just calculate 5 days a week. That's how much time we spend with those children.
Wow.
So that's why it's better to be a good influencer for the kids, because the kids are in your care for more than they're in their parents' care. So if you are not a positive role model, those kids gonna learn, they're gonna pick up on everything. Just the teacher set the tone of the classroom.
So we should also be worried about the school that we send our kids to and the teachers that are teaching our kids, because they are like a mentor to them. Since, like you mentioned, they spend more time with the teachers than the parents, right? So should we be concerned about that?
Yes. Go there like during that time, or go there at visit time. Do a pre-visit first. Don't just pick a child because you're desperate. Interview the teachers. Understand? To know their background. It's very important who your child spend the whole day with.
Wow. Thank you.
But can I come? This is why it's important when they have parent-teacher conferences that parents come to meet these teachers to know who care.
Influence, because they have influence over the kids.
That's true. That's true. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Sister Risa. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
this is why it's important to
Mhm.
attend your child's school when they're having a program
Mhm.
or invite you so that you know who care your
Mhm.
children are in all through the day when you at work, and build a relationship with that teacher. Get the telephone number and the email.
So we do a lot of documentation. This in a direct in front of the child.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Just so the kids will be sick, and you have a policy that the child has to be 24-hour fever free, or they can come to the center.
Yeah.
So when you bring the child, if the child says sick, if the child comes up, 2 hours before they bring the child in, and
Yeah.
you notice that the child is not feeling well, the child is a normal child, like active, but you see that particular day the child is not doing what it's supposed to do. So you take the temperature, you ask the child, either the child, you ask the parent, oh, how was it? Like, oh, it was okay. Because the parents rushing to go to work. I don't blame them. They probably don't have nowhere to take the kid when the kid is sick. So the best thing to do is just drive the child up. And the child will be like, oh, my mom give me a pink medicine, or my mom give me a red medicine, liquid.
Wow.
Those kids to talk to us. Yes.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I
you for
was
sharing.
just looking at my calendar and my schedule, and I believe we're going to be able to prioritize this education thing.
Yeah.
We will prioritize this education thing. And Sister Resource, hang out around your phone. I'll probably get hold of you after the studio, and then we'll be able to discuss one or two things, please. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Dr. Shoke, I believe you heard what she said. She concurred with um, nearly 99% of what you stated. And she also added to it saying that early childhood education had a great impact on our children.
Yeah.
That's correct. I concur.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
it's 19 minutes above our time. I know time is fast spent. Those in Studio Land, thanks for hanging with us. Those on TikTok, those on Twitter, those on Facebook, thanks for hanging with us. We had Dr. Chioke on here with us, and we appreciate our time and effort. This interview is supposed to be a 1 hour interview, and we have gone 90 minutes into time. It's all in the interest of the community, in the interest of our family.
Yeah.
Dr. Chioke, we appreciate your time. We appreciate your time.
Yeah.
We'll give you 1 minute to deliberate. If you should give a message to our community and our society, look straight into the camera and tell them what you have for them. Thank you.
I like to stress the importance of education, especially at a very early age. It starts with preschool. I think in most states, I don't know, but I know in New York City they do have universal pre-K where children come to school before the age of kindergarten. So I would encourage parents to be involved. Take this very seriously because this is like a left. This is like a left line, to uh, a better future. So in the meantime, encourage your children to be in school. When they are in school, be involved. Look at that as another full-time job is a responsibility. And be involved when the teachers call or the school calls for a conference. Be present when the child is involved in a play or some performance at the school. Come and encourage and support them, and all that way enhance their ability to excel academically.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
they will be my advice. Look at it. I know you have work. You have to work. Most of us have to work. But, at least talking to your bosses and taking 2 hours or 3 hours just so your child sees you at the performance, that would be encouraged. And it will also encourage them. At this point, I'm very grateful to to the moderator, the host, for having me on today and giving me the opportunity to share my my light on the educational piece as an expert in the field of education. And
Yes.
I hope it has helped a lot of people, to look at this as a priority.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate you for your time, your patience, and your love for this topic, and for the light that you share with us. And I think many people out there will put into work, and ourselves as well, so that the future of our kids, our children, can be better
Yes.
in the
Yes.
community and in the society.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. You're
Dr.
welcome.
Shoki, we say thank you. We appreciate your time and your effort. It was nice seeing you on here.
Yeah.
And I believe our community appreciates you as well. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. It was a beautiful evening
It
on
has been
this
my pleasure.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
You
All
know,
right.
you can I'm wearing my Independence Day t-shirt. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Dr. Shoki. Dr. Shoki have exited the platform, and we appreciate her time and effort. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dan Ogamba, the son of Africa. I'm here with my co-host, Pastor John Atta. What do you think? We got work to do.
Yeah, we have a long way to go.
We got work to do.
Yeah, we have a long way to go.
We got to do.
Yeah.
Major work to do.
Just for the people out there, if you have any experience, education, whatever you have as experience or background that you think can be beneficial to our community, our people, please reach out to us. Our phone numbers are out there. Reach out, and we'll schedule a time for you to be able to share your knowledge and have an impact on our community. And thank you for doing so. We appreciate your effort and your time as well. Yeah.
Yes. He said it all. He said it all. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you guys for joining us. Again, this is the journey of the legendary gentleman.
Yeah.
Today, our topic was on education, and our special guest was Dr. Shoki. We thank you all for joining us, and we will be back next Sunday, 6 p.m., for another episode of the journey of the legendary gentleman.
Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.